Hello, this is a video tutorial for the Forgetfulness Potion on Pottermore. Alright, let's go to Potions class. And this is our Forgetfulness Potion. As you can see, we need leaf, river water, mistletoe berries, and valerian springs. Before I click on the Brew This Potion button, there are a few things I just want to mention. This potion can be a bit tricky for the unwary brewer. This is not a potion that you can dawdle over. If you're not mindful of the time in performing the steps in both parts, you can run out of time and lose the potion. So try to move carefully but quickly. Some things to watch out for. First, be careful not to pour more than 2 drops of leaf river water into the cauldron. If you pour more in, you might explode your cauldron. You want to tip the bottle over very slowly and keep an eye on the counter. Secondly, make sure to pick up the leaf river water bottle at the very top of its neck for the best way to lift it up and slowly tip it over the lip of the cauldron. Thirdly, you want to keep a close watch on the heating element. You're only heating this potion for 20 seconds, and you want to move quickly between the orange and blue buttons to keep the gauge within range. That is, between the 2 crossbars. Fourthly, be mindful of your stirring directions. It's clockwise for the first part. Fifth, perhaps the most troublesome and tricky step for many brewers is adding the mistletoe berries to the mortar. You've got to grab hold of the bottle, lift it up and drag it over the cauldron, and add only 4 berries to the mortar. There are 2 basic ways to do this. I'll be demonstrating first one way, which is to set the bottle down on the table on the left of the mortar, and then I'll lift it up and gently and slowly tip it over to the right, just enough for the berries to fall out. I found that what works best for me is to keep a close eye on the berries and count them as they fall out, and not to watch the counter. If you've brewed antidote to common poisons, then you already know how mischievous mistletoe berries can be. I'll also show you the other basic method of adding the berries to the mortar, which is by balancing the berry bottle on the lip of the cauldron and tipping it over. Again, be mindful of your stirring directions. In part 2, you must stir in a counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. All right, let's brew this potion. I'm going to use my copper cauldron. It has the fastest brewing time. These are my 3 ingredients, the leaf river water, and I want to pick it up, the bottle right here. And here are the directions. I like to copy down these instructions on sticky notes instead of going back and forth between the book here and each step. It works better for me. You can go back and forth, and as you complete each step, you'll see that it's crossed out. All right, here we go. I need to add 2 drops of leaf river water to the cauldron. Up we go. Tip it over slowly and carefully. And add 1, 2. Put the bottle down. Now I need to heat gently for 20 seconds. And I'm going to go back and forth between these 2 buttons. And down and up. And down. And down. Up. And down. And turn it off. Now I need to add 2 valerian springs to the cauldron. 1, 2. And stir 3 times in a clockwise direction. 1, 2, 3. And wave my wand. All right, it's now brewing. I'll click this potion in 45 minutes to see if it's worked. Don't forget to set a timer or jot down the time. You do have an extra 22 minutes to come back to finish your potion. A word about the ingredients. All of them, the Leith River water, mistletoe berries, and valerian sprigs, may be bought from the apothecary, gifted between you and your Pottermore friends, and collected from certain moments in the stories. Ask your friends to tell you the names of sites that list exactly which moments have which ingredients that you can collect when you've run out. You should be aware that you may only collect one of any particular ingredient at a time. So it's a good idea if friends can gift you with a nice supply. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're back to finish the second half of this potion. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using the first strategy I talked about, which is to move the mistletoe berry bottle over the cauldron to the left of the mortar in order to pour the berries into the mortar. And here we go. All right. First, I need to add 2 measures of standard ingredient to the mortar. 1, 2, and now to get the bottle over. Over we go. And set it down. And now lift it up and tip it over slowly and carefully. And count those berries. Easy. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Crush. Okay, and now add 2 measures to my cauldron. 1, 2, and stir 5 times in a counterclockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave my wand. And I have successfully brewed Forgetfulness Potion and been awarded 9 house points for this achievement. Now I'll be demonstrating the other method of adding the mistletoe berries to the mortar. All right, I'm just waiting for the brew time to finish so that I may complete this potion. As you probably noticed earlier, I grabbed the mistletoe berry bottle on its rim. It's much easier to maneuver the bottle that way. Don't grab it in the middle. It might wibble wobble or be very twitchy and unwieldy if you do, and it will be very difficult to control. As you will see in this second method of adding the berries to the mortar, I'll be balancing the bottle on top of the left side of the cauldron. This will stabilize the bottle as I pour out the berries. I also will try to keep the bottle in a horizontal position as much as possible and to tip it over just enough for the berries to pour out. I will also pour steadily and watch the count. I'll keep a close eye on the berries as they are coming out of the bottle so as to prevent a 5th berry from escaping. All right, here we go. Add 2 measures of standard to the mortar. 1, 2. And now let's get that bottle up and over and balance it on the rim of the cauldron. Slowly tip it over. It's horizontal. And now just enough for the berries. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. And put this back. Crush. Add 2 measures to my cauldron. 1, 2, and stir in a counterclockwise direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave my wand. All right. I have now earned another 9 house points for this potion. Try both methods of adding the mistletoe berries to the mortar to see which one works best for you. Remember, practice makes perfect, and the more you brew this potion, and become familiar and comfortable with the steps, the easier it will be to brew. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Good luck, and have fun brewing Forgetfulness Potion.